Okay. You said your brother has a
Yeah, he has a soccer
can we use it?
ball. He went to work, so I can't ask him in person. But I can text him though.
Yeah, sure. Well, I should knew that. Just look at me in Lansdowne, PA. Yep, this good old Lansdowne. Good old Lansdowne, good old Lansdowne. Alright, so as you can see, I am not at my house. On the other side of the county, which is Upper Darby. I am in Lansdowne Township. Um, as you can tell, me being in the yard, this is my friend's yard. And like I said, I'm at my friend's house. And, yeah. Right now we're going to play a little bit of soccer. Well, we're going to play with his brother's soccer ball. He went in the house and went to get the ball. So, yeah, I'm just out here just getting some fresh air and stuff. The sun was, well, I wish it was like wasn't that many clouds in the sky. I was going to say perfect, but yeah. In Lansdowne, PA, the Phillies are going to come on and play the Pirates again for Game 2. That game yesterday, we're not going to talk about that game yesterday. That was a whack game for both teams. The pitch ball, the pitching ball game, I should say. However you want to call that game one game. But yeah. Phillies won yesterday. Hopefully the Pirates will win. But yeah. Let's see what happens. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to wait until my friend gets back with the soccer ball. And I'll see you guys at the when the game comes on. So yeah, as your host, the Jedi will see you there.
Zach Wheeler will face O'Neal Cruz. And the first pitch is in there. First strike, we're on their way. The count is 0-1.
You ever face anyone as big as this man, Paul?
No, Richie Sexton, maybe. I mean, I don't think I really ever faced him, but this guy is, I mean, he's like a Greek god.
He is a large human being. He's been bothered by a back problem the last several games. This is his first start since the Braves series for the Pirates. Swing of the foul, it's 1-2. And he pitched it last night. He did not look comfortable last night in that pitch hit experience.
He took one swing and it looked like he disturbed his back.
Yeah, I think that wasn't what was going on yesterday. They were trying to test him out to see if he was able to play, so he might still have some lingering issues, but I mean, you've got to give him the lineup. I know he's a great player.
Zach Wheeler's numbers, the 1-2 pitch coming in. And a strike three call on the inside corner. 98 for Zach Wheeler. And one out here in the first.
Oh, the weather's starting to get warm. It's really muggy today. Does that help as a pitcher?
I think so. I know that, the big issues over the last couple of years with the sticky and the, you've got the rosin and there's just so many rules, but right now is probably the perfect time you can actually feel the baseball.
Especially with the shadows.
That's always the best. I know anytime there's shadows, you don't have to throw anything straight.
Andrew McCutcheon, the batter, Cutcheon 254. He takes a strike, it's 0-2. This is the 8,000th career at bat for Andrew McCutcheon.
Wow.
Most by any active player.
Yeah, he's had a great career. I mean, especially in Pittsburgh. I know he did play for a few other teams, through, but I mean, he's a Pittsburgh Pirate through and through.
Yeah, I think it was pretty cool when they brought him back and they kept bringing him back. 1-2.
Well, I'd say he's probably a fan favorite.
There's no doubt. Probably one of the more favorite players since the '79 team. 1 ball and 2 strikes to McCutcheon. 1 for 4 last night. Outside 2-2. Zach did not like that baseball. McCutcheon lifetime is 4 for 20 against Zach Wheeler. Fouled away, remains 2-2.
Well, I'd say Wheeler's feeling pretty good right now. I mean, 97, 98. You know, especially with you got McCutcheon, time kind of slows down your bat. He was always pretty quick, so I would keep sticking with the 97, 98.
Seriously. Inside, it's 97 on the sink. Remember the last time he came out throwing this hard?
It hasn't happened this year. I don't recall.
I don't either.
Feeling good about it. That baby.
Yeah, that was always something in the first inning. If you're starting to throw the ball really well, and you check the radar gun, you want to know how you're starting. When you're throwing 97, 98 in the first inning, you don't need to change it. Just keep throwing that until the hitters adjust. And if you're lucky enough, you might be able to go through the first part of the lineup, get 3 innings in before you have to start throwing your other pitches.
Swing and a miss. 98 on the 4-seamer, back-to-back strikeouts. 76 on the year.
You know a little bit about pitching, don't you?
Just tiny bit.
Well, the rest of the lineup for the Pirates brought to you by Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming. This is Ryan Reynolds and playing first base. Wheeler, by the way, just went over 1,700 strikeouts for his career. With his 2 tonight, he's at 1,701.
Well, it's kind of like what Krug said earlier to start this broadcast off. Probably going to see a lot of strikeouts tonight.
Inside, 2
What's he got? 3,800 more to get catching all?
Yeah. Well, same way as Carlton here with the Phillies. I mean, it's you see some of those. It's daunting.
You could be Hall of Fame worthy and still come in second.
Yep.
2 balls and 1 strike. Reynolds did not play last night. He has been scuffling against left-handed pitching. Actually, he's just scuffling overall, hitting 194. But 189 against left-handed pitching. That's why he didn't play last night. He was 0 for 13 in the Mets series. And he checks there. This guy's still a good player, though.
Yes, sir. You got to make a really good pitch right here. 3-1. It's hitters can count right now.
Oh, he did. Splitter.
That's fair.
No, that's right. He was expecting 98, so he needed to speed up.
But you do understand why position players hate pitchers, right? Because of that. Well, you were a hitter too, so we can't.
I tried.
You can hit.
And every time we came out for batting practice, we were trying to hit it in the second deck.
JT setting up outside the 3-2. Fouled off. Only downfall is sitting at 99. And again, he has not thrown that.
He's looking good.
I mean, last year was the last time.
Go back to the 99 or to
I would
split
keep,
again?
I'd keep going 99. Now we went to split. Rookie, wow, I guess you guessed right. Would you have put it in play?
Probably swung over top of it.
Still, you're looking for it and still swinging over it.
That is a really good pitch.
Yeah, it was.
Joey Bart is coming up. Bart was 1 for 4 last night. His 11 hits in May. He had a really good April. Hit over 300 in April.
Swings early.
0-1.
Should have.
Strike. First breaking ball that he's thrown.
For a strike.
Yeah, it's always seeing the box. I know that's something that they've probably added over the last couple of years. It's frustrating because I think as a pitcher, we know that's the sort of strike box is what we see, and then you don't get that call. I guess we understand it's still early in the game, so you're trying to figure out the zone.
Alec Bohm throws throws out Bart. Side is retired. 2 strikeouts, 22 pitches. Bottom of the first, Pirates nothing, and the Phillies coming up. Heading toward a milestone. He thought he had it last night. The guy who went to his college robbed him of a home run in center field. He was shipped out today. Not because of that, but.
Well, Kyle got some pull, huh?
Oh, yeah, he does. Here's Carmen Majinski, his 9th game. 5.20 ERA.
That way, John.
Thank you. MLOD.
Yeah, Baczynski, yes.
Megetchi.
Medici.
Obviously.
Real silent.
Yep. Bryson Stott leads it off. And he takes strike 1. Majinski went 5 2/3 his last time against the Braves. 4 hits and no runs. It was the longest he had gone in a major league game.
Yeah, and only 83 pitches. I think that's probably the hard thing to see is when you see somebody doing that and you see 83 pitches. So why not stretch him out to 90 to 100? But I understand he's starting to become a starter again, and this year he's trying to build up to something they can look at for that 105 pitch count.
1 ball, 1 strike. Low, 2 and
We go again with the low balls.
He is
We go again with the low balls.
From the time his leg lifts and he delivers.
Yeah, he throws hard, so he's throwing max effort.
Here we go again.
Line drive foul.
Good thing for those screens.
Holy cow, good thing is the screens. Sack has power by Google Cloud.
I think that's why they came up with that pitch count thing. That button thing.
Yeah.
Because everyone has six to eight pitches.
They really do. I know.
Wouldn't you rather perfect 3 than
Absolutely.
try to fool around with 6?
Well, the way that if you can perfect 3 different pitches and throwing them in 2 different zones, there's your 6 pitches.
Very astute.
Out to left field.
Get it. Perfect.
And Solak was there to make the catch. Here's the defense for the Pirates tonight. Mentioned Horowitz, who's up for the minor leagues. He's over at first base. Shortstop and
Isaiah Kenner, Key Bryant Hayes, Joey Bart, Brian Reynolds, Onel Cruz, Adam Frazier. I do not see McCutcheon. Okay.
Well, I mean, you got the future King Griffey Jr. out there.
He is a huge human.
And again, those outsides, they're doing it again.
Ellie.
I think they're the same size.
Yeah, they were both created in a lab.
Side.
6'7" shortstop.
Again.
Throws 100 miles an hour across the diamond.
All right, so he's 2 inches taller than Ellie De La Cruz. Doesn't seem that way.
No, especially if you put cleats on.
2-1. That one drops on the inside part of the plate. Turner was 2 for 5 in last night's game. Pulls that one foul past Dusty.
Tell you, Dusty with the pants up high, it just accentuates how huge his feet are. Look at those boats.
Yeah, I think earlier today, trying to figure out what shoes he was going to wear.
Oh, was
they were wet from yesterday. Soaked from all the rain standing out there.
Those are pretty sharp.
Yeah. It's a fine human right there. On the way has a pen.
3-2. Off the hands foul. I wonder why he does have a pen.
Well, it probably goes in there and writes notes.
Yeah.
Just like you say, it's very astute.
Very official, though, with the pen on the third base coach's office. Maybe if somebody asks for an autograph, he's ready for
Here
it.
you go.
Bounce foul.
Like that. Get your little grounder, sign it, throw it to the crowd.
It's a little bit harder. You got to throw it over that net now.
Especially after throwing BP every day.
Yeah, you always had those kids in batting practice from the top deck that wanted you to throw a ball, and there was no chance I was going to be able to get it up there.
3-2. Up the third base line.
He's your speed.
Charges, bare hands, throws, not in time.
Crooked, wouldn't it be nice to have that type of speed when you were playing?
I messed it up somehow.
Full of hammy.
I tell you what, though, you know, this is why Brian Hayes has a gold glove under his belt. That, to make it that close, I mean, that is just absolute perfection. You know you run fast when you ain't even in the picture when the first baseman catches it.
Yeah, that's about how I felt when I think I was in first or second grade, and then speed just disappeared and I lost it.
Who's chatted for that ball? Here's Harper. Harper, 3 for 4 last night. Checked his
Oh
swing.
my God.
Back to the check swings.
Ain't no call for last night, Tom?
Probably.
Looks like somebody stood up from the dugout and looked out toward John Lipka at second base.
I hope it wasn't Don Kelly.
No, I don't think it was. Don Kelly, who was ejected last night. It was the second time in 4 games that he's been ejected. Standing up for his guys. There's John Lipka. He threw out Don Kelly last night.
Uh-oh, he's going up the step.
Oh. I mean, that's probably a pretty good stat to have. You know, 50%?
That ain't nothing compared to Boa.
Yeah, what was Boa's percent?
He tried 50% in spring training.
Just trying to establish his presence.
Yeah, he was. Oh boy.
Yeah, no, I had my first big league camp. I was manager, and I think we lost about four spring training games in a row. And I think it was probably the second week of spring training. We came in fired up, like, wow, this isn't even the real season yet. This is, I'm like, okay, I've got to wake up. This is some serious business.
There's a line drive base hit to center field. Turner speeds around second. And he's going to get there sliding. So first and third, and it brings Schwarber up.
Looks like Bryce is starting to come out of his.
He is. I mean, he's getting a lot of breaking balls. So you know, now he's just waiting for the ones that stay onto the heart of the plate.
Watch his slide. Well, might as well get 300 with 3 RBIs, Tom.
That'd be a great way to start. Phillies have scored 33 first inning runs this year. See if Kyle can even just make contact here and get the run home. He's cut down on the strikeouts this season.
He has. I like this matchup. And Schwarber doesn't really miss too many fastballs, and everything's going to be coming back into his barrel. Just drop the head on it.
1-1.
Must be hard to see.
That's a good pitch. You can't do anything with it anyway.
Anything with it.
2 inches off the plate. Good luck.
You call that a good pitch, a hitter calls it the worst thing he's ever seen.
I mean, if you could, I'd live out there.
Should have pitched for the Braves when they had Maddox and Glavine.
I don't know, they would have got tired of calling those pitches by the third day.
Yeah, those are the games that you would start to watch, and you're like, I can't watch this. This isn't even fair.
Should have tried to have to hit it.
Well,
Come on, Kyle.
1-2. 2-2.
Come on, bro.
try it back door again. Guess if you get it once, try again.
He's thrown a lot of pitches, kind of like Zach. Zach had 22 in the first inning. He's got 22 now.
How many would have Zach had if that ball on Frazier would have been would have been 16?
Line drive, base hit to right field. Turner will score. Harper's on his way to third, and he's being held there. RBI double for Kyle Schwarber. 1-0 Phillies. Boy, he ripped that.
Yeah, what is the speed off the bat? Maybe about 105, 109 maybe.
That's a short, strong human right there, man. I'm not short stature-wise, I'm short swinging.
That was 113 off the bat.
That was off.
Get down to 3, Tom.
Well, they used a lot of them yesterday.
They did, they used all 4. That a boy, Kyle. Nice.
Yeah, he's got all the flair. Is there a minimum today? How much flair you gotta wear?
You can wear whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Castellanos the batter. The infield is in. Out of the way.
As a pitcher, what does that tell you in the first inning when they have to play the infield?
Dude.
It's a very uncomfortable
God.
feeling, because it is. Your plan is to go deep into the ball game, and if you give up one, it's okay. They've just had so much trouble scoring runs. So I think that's kind of the issue. It's not necessarily pitching. It's just knowing that they're not going to be able to score as many runs. So they've got to keep everything to a minimum.
Yeah, they might have. Don Kelly might have seen what Zach was featuring that first inning and said, "Oh boy."
Right.
Slowly hits to the right side. Harper's coming home. Horowitz's throw. He is out of there.
Perfect.
2 on the putout.
It's just a tough break. I mean, you want to go on contact because it's to the other side, but it's made a good play and just not enough.
He did make a good throw.
Yeah, perfect throw by Horowitz. Didn't like that bat being there, Bryce slide into that bat, but just got his toe.
Well, now
Maybe,
Kepler.
maybe that's why they play the infielder.
Kepler was 0 for 2 last night. 0-1.
Very similar to Schwarber, Kepler's swing, and just how well he hits the fastball. Just these matchups are a lot better for the Phillies.
Out toward right center field. Cruz glides over. Uh-oh. Well, I guess he was doing that on purpose.
They made that look easy.
Phillies settle for 1 on the RBI double by Schwarber. We'll go to the second. It's 1-0 Phillies.
All right, guys. Finally, the first inning is over. In 20 minutes of me recording this. Oh my God. Finally. Just finally. But I'm going to watch the rest of the game and with all that. But yeah, as your host, the Jedi is out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.